Because I feel like there's so many things that have shown you that our society is kind of fake, you know, in the past recent years. Like you have the COVID, you have like the Doge. Remember when Doge was like, we're going to hold the line? I was like, what the hell are we doing, bro?
Right.
Right? Like there's so many things that are like so stupid. And then they play a movie about it and how like that was dumb and like rich people got richer, 2008 crisis. Like there's so many moments where you're like, I feel like we're being lied to. But like, why are we still holding on to that thing where we're like, no, they're not lying to us? But you've shown me so many times that you're lying to me.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, where it's like, there's so many examples of being lied to by media and the government. Why are you still holding on to the belief that they're not lying to you?
Again, I don't know if it's necessarily they're lying to you. Nobody knows exactly the future, right?
MK Ultra, CIA was doing
Hmm.
like spies, like they were like dosing Johns. This is real. This is, and that's why they had the church committee. They had to bring in the CIA and be like, "You guys gotta stop doing this, bro. It's crazy."
Hmm.
Like Trump said, voter fraud. Okay, so if there's real voter fraud, what are we doing? Like, there's okay, so it's not real. Okay, so then why'd you say it? See what I mean? Like
Hmm.
saying that they're not lying to you. I'm like, but there's clear examples, bro.
No, no,
So many
no.
clear
I'm
examples.
saying like,
Weapons of mass destruction. We're gonna go in there and take out the WMDs. Oh, that wasn't real. Whoops.
mhm.
So like, okay, so when do we start going like, I don't know if you guys are really telling the truth.
Right. It's the job of the media.
But the media can be lying to you. That's the thing. It's like, okay, that's the thing that's lying to you as well. That's why you guys
Hmm.
haven't heard of NHI and you're all like looking at me like I'm crazy. But I'm like, it was in Congress.
Hmm.
How is it not real? Oh, I didn't see it on the news. Exactly. Like you can lie by omission. I can control you just not by telling you anything.
Hmm.
Like imagine if you're in a cage and you're like, dude, where's the key? Where's the
Hmm.
key? And I can see that there's the key right there, but I don't tell you. Like the same thing. It's like the media is just not telling you the truth. Or it's not giving you the answer.
Hmm.
You know? All right, or do you think I'm wrong? Like, you're like, no, no. They're not lying to us. I'd love to hear that argument. Where it's like,
Yeah, I think. Where did you? Could you watch the congressional hearing?
yeah, it was on YouTube.
Exactly. How are they lying to you? If they didn't air anything about it,
Wait,
wouldn't that be lying?
no, because the amount of coverage towards one thing is a weighted view towards the thing that they want you to see.
Yeah, but we could
A
see
lot
it.
of you, right. That's like, okay, that's like me saying, like, oh, do you know the TR3B is real?
Hmm.
You're like, what are you saying? Nobody talked about it, bro, but you just Google it right now. It's,
Sure.
there was a person who said this. It's like, it's not, the threat isn't, I can't remember who said it, was like so genius. All of this information is out there, but it's
Hmm.
putting the information together, which is threatening. It's like, yeah,
Okay.
right. So it's like when you're saying that they're not lying to you, I mean, there is also example. I'm sure there's examples of the media lying to you, where they have to retract something. That's automatic lie.
Sure.
It's like,
Is
oh,
that
we
a
got it
lie
wrong.
or is that a like a correct? If they're saying the retraction, then that's a correction, right?
But
They're
then
telling
who
you there's.
promotes the, but who promotes the retraction? Like, yeah, we'll put it out, but it's like you've already done the job that we
Right.
wanted you
But
to
I don't.
do.
I don't see other
There's
medias
marketing
doing
job.
that, right? Other. I don't see like the alternate media doing corrections. I see people that are.
What do you mean?
I
Like
see
what else do you mean?
generally the corrections are coming from people that are trying to get you to tell the truth, right? Or like trying to tell the truth. So if they have some misinformation or they put something out that's wrong, then they're trying to correct that, right? Whoever's doing the correction, let's just say that. But what I'm saying is like
Great,
this
great example.
information is not hidden, right?
Great example. Great example. Um, weapons of mass destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoops, we were wrong. But you already went into the country and did your thing. Oh, it's all about oil. How many people have been saying that
Mm-hmm.
during the thing? But
Yeah.
they needed to go in and get the oil.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no, but they have WMDs there, right? But
Right.
you
That's.
already did the thing, and then you're like, oh, whoops, we were wrong about that. But
Mm-hmm.
you already did the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, who colluded to lie to you? Because there were other people that were like, no, I don't think there are WMDs there. No, I'm telling you, the UN literally said, don't go into that country. And like,
Mm-hmm.
screw you, we're going to that country.
Yeah.
These are all examples of corruption, collusion, and
Mm-hmm.
like straight up lying to you. So, so those are all my arguments. I don't understand where you're like, oh no, but they're not lying to you.
No, no,
Like,
no, no. I didn't say that.
it's like
I
skewing
didn't
though.
say
It's like
that they
a
were. No, 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 no,
okay,
no. Yeah, you're misunderstanding me. I never said that they
okay.
were not lying to you. I'm saying that you just said that the UN said that they can't go. They shouldn't go in. There's no WMDs.
No, no. What I'm saying is that
You just said that what was said at the
collectively,
time too.
okay, yeah, yeah. All right, go ahead. Yeah, what are your,
No, you just
what's
said that
your,
UN said that they don't have WMDs.
okay, yeah. But you went in anyways,
Right. The U.S.
saying that
government
there
went in
were.
anyways. Yes.
So what? So how is that? How does that not fall under anything I just said about corruption, lying, collusion?
Yeah. I'm not saying. I didn't say that they're. I'm not saying nobody's lying.
That's all right. Totally. Exactly. Exactly. I see. No, 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 no. Because now we're on the same wavelength. You just said nobody's lying. So how many times do we have to do that? This is my argument. How many times does that have to happen before you're like, dude, something's going on here?
Right. Exactly.
No, but that's what I've been saying. And
Yeah.
you're like, no, 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 but
No.
everything's good.
I don't,
I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
bro,
I
there's
don't
no
think.
way everything's good, bro.
No. 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 I'm not saying that. Okay. So the media's job isn't to tell you. It's to tell you, this is what whatever that government was telling you. UN is saying this. This is all that the media can do. If what your opinion is not up to the media. It's not.
But you have the left and the right being like, no, there are WMDs. No, there aren't WMDs. That's
Mm-hmm.
why you have Fox News and CNN, both
Yeah.
arguing opposite points of view.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's like one of you guys lying, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so which one's lying? You're both media, so you are lying. If you're both media and you're
Yeah,
both
yeah, yeah.
saying opposite things, one of you's lying,
Okay.
right? So the media in its totality is lying to you because one of you is lying. You can't both be right. You have WMDs, you don't have WMDs. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So like by default, the media is lying to you.
Okay.
You agree, right? You see my train of thought. Like you see what I mean? Like if you're both media
Mm-hmm.
and you're both saying opposite things, one of you's lying, but you're both media.
You're right. Okay.
So media's lying to you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be like, well, CNN's lying, but they're the media, bro. So what I'm saying is media as a totality is lying to you.
Okay. So don't trust any media.
I don't even, that's what I'm saying now. I'm like,
Okay.
that's where I'm at. I'm like, bro,
Sure.
what do we freaking look at now? Like, how
Right.
do I know that's real? Like, there's like, who's paying the media?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know what's even crazier than all this? If you don't even think about this and you just live an NPC life, you're just like happy, bro. Like, I was having a conversation with somebody, I'm like, oh, you're just checking all the boxes. They're just like, I'm just going to do this next. And I got to get this. And then I got to do this. And I'm like, oh, that probably sounds way nicer than me being like, something's going on here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they're like, oh, an asteroid's going to come and destroy the Earth. And that's when they'll have their come to Jesus moment. Like, oh my God, it's crazy. You know, like that's probably what like a midlife crisis is where they realize like, I've been lied to this whole time, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's the Matrix, bro. You know how like they're like, anybody that's not unplugged is a Smith,
Oh
right?
yeah, 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 yeah. Right.
Right, right, right. So it's like them who are just ticky boxes. I've seen so many people just ticky box now. You're just like, I'm gonna do this next because I was told to do this next. I'm like, you want to do that? No, but I was told to do that. Okay, cool. You're an NPC. You know what I mean? But then they'll also fight when I brought like, hey, NHI is real. Yeah, and they're like, no, it's not. Like, oh, you're a Smith. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? Because like they're fighting to keep the order of the system because they're so afraid that the system is lying to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I can give you so many examples of them lying to you, bro. Dude, the crazy part is you just have to look into it. You just gotta read it and be like, wait, is this book real? You
Right.
know, like dude, the UFO new like the American Alchemy guy, he's like, if you want to start on the path of like the UFO thing, just read UFO nukes. And so I got it, I read it. I'm like, oh, I see what you mean, because it's just military people accounts in this thick book. All the guy did was he just took accounts from all these military people, and it's just a thick book of just military encounters with UFOs. But these are all the people that are like running our nuclear silos. So it's like, okay, if you can't trust them, who
Mm-hmm.
can you trust, bro? You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So it's like there must be something there,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And then once you look at that, you're like, what else is going on that's like fake?
Right.
You know? But or you
But
could just
again,
be
it's
like an
like,
NPC.
yeah, yeah. But it's difficult to believe anything, though, right? Because anyone could be lying, right?
And that's why
Right.
the that I wrote this where it's like belief is a comfy bed, bro. Because you're
Mm-hmm.
just like, I believe anything, bro. Yeah. It's like nobody's lying to me. I have to do this thing because that's what we're doing. And then you have like a freaking awakening moment and your mind explodes,
Mm-hmm.
you know? Because you're like, oh my God, the reality's bigger than I thought, you know? And you're like, of course it is,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And then truth is a dry desert because like it sucks out here, bro. You're just like, what is going on? You guys are all crazy, you know? And then you could believe
Sure.
a lie, which is like the mirage. You know, but I was like Alex Jones. I'm like, is Alex Jones telling the right thing? Like, it seems kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Or you find water, which is like real sustenance. You're like, oh, okay, that's what's really going on. You know what I mean?
But you can't really trust
Yeah.
anything, though, right?
No, you can't trust anything.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you can't like what can like literally what can you trust? Like
Mm-hmm.
I can trust my interactions, and that's why.
Right.
But even that, you can like I can trust my intuition. I'm like, I believe this interaction is good, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But outside of this, it's like I think that's what social media has shown me too, bro. You know what it is marketing. The whole thing of just like when you realize you can just shape the narrative, like they're literal tools. Like
Mm-hmm.
as a marketer, why'd you choose that photo over that photo? That photo suggests more collectivism. This one
Sure.
suggests being alone.
Mm-hmm.
That one seems scarier. This one seems happier. Like, what emotion do I want to impart on you?
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you believe at that point? You're
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah. Or were you saying that in like a specific way where you're like I
No,
don't
no.
know,
I'm
you
saying
know,
like, yeah, it's like not in a specific way. Just nothing can be trusted.
not, dude. I know that's the
Right.
darkest pill to swallow. You're just like, oh, but on the upside, now we gotta bring it back because
Sure.
that's the yogi in me, bro. So like, yes, nothing can be trusted, but that's why you have to tend to your own garden.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can control your mind. Like if you're like, oh, you know, like, oh, I bet they're doing this right now and that and they hate me and blah blah blah. It's like, do you know that's real? You can't even trust that. Like you don't even know if they're doing that. Maybe they're like sleeping right now. You know, and, like they're plotting to kill me. Or like they hate me. Like, how do you know? You
Mm-hmm.
don't know. So chill, bro. Just tend to your garden,
Yeah.
you know? Like your direct experience is the only thing you can trust. Your direct intuitive experience,
Mm-hmm.
which is like we're having a conversation right now. Whoever's listening to this is listening to it. Like you can trust that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
But like me posting a story, don't trust that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What? Like yeah, I was there clicking the picture. You know what? Oh, you know what's crazy too? When you watch like how movies are made. Oh, I watched Sinners, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
after. I'll tell you after. So when you watch how movies are made, it's so funny where like you have an act like you're watching the movie, you're like, oh my god, they're so locked in. But then you see the behind the scenes, you see the director being like, bring the crane now, don't forget your lines, turn on the lights, you know, and you're like, oh, this is so orchestrated, bro.
Yeah.
But
Of
like,
course. Yeah. I mean.
right?
Yeah.
But
It's
you're
called
only
acting.
watching
Right.
that thing. That's what I mean, bro. Like, like when you say you can't trust anything, it's like, no, you literally can't. Like, that's a scene, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even the news. So they're like, oh, I'm going to read off the news. And you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2, go. And they're like, hello, welcome to the lightning news. They're like, nobody talks like that, bro. Like, nobody's really in that,
Mm-hmm.
like production. Like, the lights are there. You know what I mean? They have makeup on the person. When you see celebrities, you're like, they look so amazing. But they were also in the makeup chair for like 2 hours, bro.
You know, it just reminded me when you were saying that, like the news thing, whatever, the counting down, and just reading the news, right? Like the news
Yeah, yeah.
anchor. Just reminded me of that movie that Tom Hanks did when he was reading the paper to them. That's all he was doing. He was doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah. And
was
he
just
could have
doing the
just said
same thing.
any. Was that the Post or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah, he could have just said anything because nobody read. So he's like, and then the aliens took over. They're like, oh my god,
yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
then Jesus returned. Like, oh my god.
Hmm.
But it's like, it's just his interpretation of like what he's reading on the page.
I don't think it was interpretation. He's just reading.
Oh, no, no, not even
He was just
interpretation. No, I'm
reading
saying like
the
he
paper.
could be lying though. Like it could not even be on the paper.
Oh,
Nobody
sure.
could
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like
fact
he
check it.
he could be lying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like that depends on his character if he wants to lie. But sure.